This is a 1999 Chevy Suburban LT, which can be long truck or luxury truck, take your pick. It is the luxury version. When it came out, it was a beautiful vehicle. I was just checking the date on it. It's a 3.3 ton. It seats 8 people, and it hasn't got the date on it when it was built, but I know it is a 1999 truck. It's got a 350 Chev. It's the classic 350 Chev. I love the 350 Chev engine. And it's got a twin system going into a single pipe. It's got a very nice sound to it as well. The air conditioning has been redone in 2010, and it's a beautiful vehicle. It's got an ARB steel bull bar. We'll close this up. It's got actually, while we're under the bonnet, it's got a big fuse here because it's got a very nice stereo. I bought it about a year ago, and I bought it because I sold a luxury car and I was waiting for my next nice car, and I bought this in the middle, in between, and I would love to keep it, but I'll tell you more about that soon. But I've got too many. I've got too many cars, and the wife said I have to get rid of one. And this is the most practical and probably the best one, but the other cars that I have are more classic cars. The 350 Chevy is a great engine. It's good because if you put your foot down, it goes, and if you don't put your foot down, it's economical. And I know people laugh at me when they say this car is an economical car, but it actually is. If you don't put your foot down, you can get a lot of kilometres out of a tank, and it's got a big tank. So as I was saying, in the front we have a steel ARB bull bar. We've got driving lights, and that's about it. This is a telephone aerial. It works, I'll show you inside, but it works on every telephone. You just clip your phone, and on the back of it, it takes the aerial, shoots it through a power supply, and gives your phone a lot more range. I live in the country, so it's pretty useful. It's got nice tyres, nice lift. Look, for a car from 1999, this car is in very good condition. Side steps. I'm not an avid four-wheel drive rock climber, so for me, just being in the country, maybe a couple of dirt roads, it's fantastic. Very dark tint. If that needs to be taken off, the person who buys it can do that. It's got Cooper's Discoverer tyres, very good tyres, exceptional tyres, and it's got a Cooper Discovery tyre in the back, tow bar. Everything's very solid. I will be changing the number plates because I'll be keeping those. We'll go through the car soon, but the thing that I absolutely love about this car is that it's got 3 sets of seats. It's an 8-seater, a registered 8-seater. You can easily fit 9 in there, and it's got a full Cooper tyre here as well, with all the gear behind it to change it. So it's got a very strong amp, and an exceptional Alpine system. So it's got a big subwoofer in the back with a guard over the subwoofer, so that if you do throw stuff in the back, it holds. It's got a very strong amp, and very easy access in and out of the back. Here you've got the first row of back seats. And it's sort of interesting actually. It's full leather, and you know, this is when Americans used to make nice cars, you know. Oh, they still do, of course, but you know, in its time, this was the luxury car. And I suppose it's better if you can come and have a look at this. If you can see here, you've got air conditioning. So when you sit in the back of most cars, or most four-wheel drives, even in the back here in most cars, you've got rear control of the air conditioning. You've got ducts here, on the sides, and you've also got them up the back here for these passengers here. So I love the air conditioning on, but I don't like it on me so much. So I've always got the back air conditioning going, you know, on low. And if I do have passengers, most of the time they're like, Michael, it's freezing in here. Let's it's got a very good air conditioning, and there's two air conditioning units. There's one in the front and there's one in the back. Two engines, two motors, air conditioning motors. So it works very well. Very comfortable. You know, you've got your drink holders, you've got your sort of comfort in the back, easy access in and out, and yeah, it works well. So if we will go into the front, you can see that I didn't clean the car. I should have given it a bit of a clean, but I've been meaning to do this, and I just want to get it out there and up for sale. So here you've got, you can see you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got about 4 5-way seats, so it is very comfortable. The seat is looking a little bit worse for wear. That's one of the things that I've sort of noticed, that it's come about when I've got it, but that's something that just happens with age. But it's very, oh man, this is Comfort Plus. So it's very comfortable. Now it was a car that was brought over from America. The guy that I bought it off wanted to take it around Australia, and he'd put the bull bar on it, put the driving lights on it, got it all ready. It's got electric brakes. You can see the electric brakes here for a trailer, which I have used. I've got a car trailer and I've pulled a car with this very comfortably. These are the driving light switch here. You've got the rear hatch switch here. Just all the usual. This is the phone holder. Can you see that here? I don't know if you can see that, but if you just bring it over, this is the phone holder, and any phone sort of pops in there and you just squeeze it in there, and the back of it here grabs on, the back of it here grabs onto the phone and takes that signal and boosts it. So you've got all the average things, you know. You've got your remote control for the stereo. It's a very good stereo, and we'll give it a go. We'll start the engine, and since I've had this car, it has started first time every time. It is absolutely beautiful. It is simple. So that air conditioning's on and it's relatively cold, so I'm turning it off. You know, you've got 2 high, 4 high, which you can move at any time, and then you got there you go, 2 high, 4 high, which you can move at any time, and then you got 4 low that I think you've got to be in neutral first to pop it on. You've got your seats, your armrest here, you know, that's very comfortable. You've got a mirror that's actually got a reverse camera in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that because of the light, but there you go. Turn that down. I'll play that stereo soon, but you've got a reverse camera. There you go. Now you can see it. So that's that's the reverse camera that's looking out, that's looking back, and that actually, so when you use your trailer as well, you can see what's going on. That's all good. You've got your rear air conditioning controls here and your lights that you can turn on and off. If you wanted them to control it, you just put it onto rear control, and they control that. So it's got a beautiful sound. We'll go out the back, and if you just, Dave, if you just give it a bit of a oh, it's in reverse. Just take it out of reverse, and it's got a twin system going into one. So give the so it's got a really nice sound to it. Do that again, Dave. So it's got a really nice sound to it, and which I love. I absolutely love that, you know. And when you do put your foot down, it goes well. This is your access into the back, which I haven't showed you. So so yeah. So it is actually, look, you know, I'm a relatively big boy at 102 kilos, so it is relatively easy to come in, and it is relatively easy to sit down. And these seats are extremely comfortable. You've got your air conditioning, as I said before. You've got your air conditioning here. You've got you've got 3 seat belts. So you've got 3 seat belts here, and it is very comfortable. We'll see if we can get this stereo going. I usually connect my phone to it. So it all works very well. It probably will be relatively hard to connect my phone to it because they're doing some filming. So we'll see if we can get a radio station out here, which should be pretty simple.
At NRL headquarters, the league will then take.
Being in a professional, or maybe your cat or dog has a few. Say that those.
We've got some very interesting radio stations. Here we go. Here we go. So it's got an Alpine system. I can't remember the actual speakers, but it's got 4 sets of speakers. It's got four.
Used to clean
it's
and
got 4
whiten their
sets of
teeth
speakers.
with urine.
No, we've got no nice music. It's got 4 sets of speakers in the doors and the big subwoofer in the back, and look, it goes as loud as you can sit in here comfortably with no distortion. So in that respect, it's fantastic. Beautiful sound, beautiful engine, simple car, really good running, and you know, over the years, there's been little bits and pieces. It is an old car that I've had to look at. We've replaced, we've rebuilt the starter motor, because the starter motors that you get today aren't as good as the ones that came with the car. So you rebuild them. Before I got the car, all the suspension and the shockers and the joints were replaced. The guy who sold it to me wasn't very happy, but that had to be done for a roadworthy. So all of that's in really good condition. The exhaust, I did the exhaust. I put a 2-into-1 exhaust that made it a lot more economical, sound better and go better. It's got a good roof rack that you can put some boards onto if you need to. The left-hand drive to right-hand drive, because it was an American car, back to Australia, is actually done really well. Even down to the bonnet latch that's on the right side, and it all works very well. Sometimes when they do those transfers, the steering isn't as good because they've moved all the steering. This one, it's all perfect. It just works really well. So yeah, if you're interested, this is a good solid car, and I'm sorry to see it go. I wanted to keep it, but I can't. And if someone's interested, here it is.